What's up, everybody? Brady Trantham here from 107.7 The Franchise, thefranchiseok.com. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, Mr. Demetrius Juice Deason, friends of Russell Westbrook. He'll be performing on Friday night at the Tower Theater for the Why Not Comedy Show. And Juice, just wanted to say thank you so much for sitting around and taking time out of your day to come talk to me.
Oh, for sure. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk with you.
Oklahoma City. I mean, I know you're from California. You're from LA. I know it's not the most glamorous city on planet Earth, but I mean, you've been here. I think you told me since the 5th. I mean, how's the city, how's the state, and the people been treating you?
I'm not new to Oklahoma City, to the state, so I'm enjoying it. I like that it's different from LA. I like that it's a little slower. So the weather ain't the best. I'm not a fan of the weather, but I do like the different restaurants that you guys have here. I love what they did to. It is really the last couple of years changed a lot of things in the Oklahoma City itself. Like the city-wide, there's more bars, more things to do. So I've been kind of just staying busy, touching as many people as I can in the city and just moving around.
Yeah, and Russell Westbrook has been pretty much entrenched in the city's history in the last 10 years. He was drafted by the Seattle Supersonics, but played his rookie year in Oklahoma City. Right. And, just being from Oklahoma and Oklahoma City, I can just tell you, this city has changed so much into what you were saying. If somebody went in a coma in 2006 and they woke up now, they would think, where am I? So, I mean, the Thunder have a great deal to say about that and the success of the city of Oklahoma City. So, but more about you. You started the Layups to the Layups to Stand-Ups Foundation, and I read a little bit about your backstory, and it's very interesting. And again, I'm sorry to hear about the back injury kind of taking away your basketball career and your aspirations, but the kind of giving back when something's been taken away from you. What was the thought in starting this foundation and trying to give back to the communities?
Originally, it was just I know, like I said, I played basketball my whole life. Played in grade school. I played high school, college for a little bit. Tried to play overseas for a second, but like I said, my back. So I kind of know a lot of athletes, especially basketball players, that got kind of just basketball didn't work out, and they just had a tough time figuring out what was the next step of life. What was the next step to figure out where they're gonna go from there? And so I wanted to, when I first got into comedy, I wanted to kind of create a brand and a company and a nonprofit that kind of relates to these type of failures and changing those failures into success stories. So that's kind of how I got started.
Yeah, and I think anybody could agree. Anytime they try to spread their wings in life when they're growing up, I mean, one of the most important things to do is just to have good connections and to make friends and to just be a generally all-around good person. You don't have to always be cutthroat. So, like you said, a lot of athletes, so I'm sure that's paid dividends. But how is Russell? Like, what is his hand in your success in your growing comedy career?
Really, just a brother. He's a brother, which comes as we get into a lot. But he's very supportive. He always has my back and my best interests at heart. And since I've been starting, he's been nothing but supportive, connecting me with the right people, putting me in situations to win. And so I pretty much I got his back like he got mine. So he's definitely, people who don't know, Russell is a great friend. He'll never give you anything per se, but he'll always put you in a position to earn it for yourself or to elevate your craft to the next level.
And you chose comedy as your path, and there's a multitude of things that you could have done. But what exactly got you into the comedy game?
The comedy game kind of got me into comedy. I didn't really have a choice. When I came back home, one of my friends was a comedian, and I went and saw him a few times. I always said I wanted to try it. It's something I make and do. Because even when me and Russell played in high school, a little bit of middle school, when we was on the road, the whole team was always in my room. It was always in my hotel room. It was always cracking jokes, just being me. So I ended up going to one of my friend's show, and I didn't know it, but he booked me on the show, and I didn't know it. So out the blue, they was like, coming to the stage, Juice. And it was like, what? And next thing you know, it was like, I guess on this particular night, it was a supportive crowd. And everybody was like, oh, go ahead, baby, give it a try, give it a try. And so I ended up going on stage, and I kind of just freestyled because I had no choice. And ended up going really well. And from there, I've been doing it ever since.
I can't imagine what that would be like if something like that happened to me. I mean, I've done an open mic night before, like in college. And I mean, after quite a few drinks, I at least felt like, okay, they're probably laughing, but they were probably laughing at me. So, but yeah, I'm glad to see that the career's kind of taken off, especially after, the back injury and having to give up basketball. But I mean, just are there like what are your influences basically as a comedian? I mean, I know a lot of people are going to talk about Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, but I mean, are there any others that people may not be familiar with that you look up to and try to model yourself after?
I mean, most people know of him, but most people I don't think they know the impact he had on a lot of people that's doing really well now. Martin Lawrence, like for sure, Martin Lawrence, like hands down, Martin Lawrence, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac. And then also Kevin Hart in terms of business and a lot of the business and other platforms that he's creating for up-and-coming comedians like myself is second to none.
I grew up on Bad Boys too, so I love me some Martin
Lawrence. Like Martin Lawrence.
Do you have a favorite, I guess, comedy skit that you can't, like if you see it on YouTube on your feed, you just can't skip it. You just need to watch it even though you've probably seen it 100 times?
I don't have one in particular, just because like I'm a student of comedy right now, so it's like everything I'm watching right now. I just be watching all the time. But if anything, it'd be the older clips of Martin back when he was hosting Def Jam. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's when he was at his rawest form, and he was just freestyling a lot off the top of his head. I think that might be the something, or the Bernie Mac one when he comes out, like he let the crowd know like he ain't scared of him. Like that was classic. I think that might be the one.
I love Bernie Mac. Yeah. I remember when he passed away, sadly, and I remember being absolutely kind of sad about it, and I miss that guy so much.
He was just getting started too. He was just getting started. That's a cool part.
Now, like with Russell, as a member of the media,
right.
I understand. I understand. Like I completely understand Russell's stance on why he's not the most open to us. I'll just say. Right. I mean, I feel awkward going into the locker rooms after. I don't think the media belongs there. That's strictly for basketball players. That is their temple. Right. So I understand kind of the defense mode that he kind of brings up, but there have been times where Russell's been a little lighthearted. But I'm just curious: is Russell Westbrook funny?
Yes, I've been doing interviews at different places since I've been here, but people don't. Russell has a sense of humor. He's very funny. Like even at the show, people will see like he be freestyling stuff on top of his head at the show, just say little things that he good on the spot. He talk trash. We in a group chat with all our friends. It's like 5 or 6 of us, and we all just talk trash in the group chat all day. And he's right there with us when he can. Like he's not there throughout the day because he's a little more busy than we are. But when he do come in, he come in strong. So he is funny.
Well, just hypothetically, if Russell decided, okay, in the off season, I'm gonna trying to do the Blake Griffin thing and do like a lot of stand-up. What do you think a Russell Westbrook stand-up show would be like?
If I wrote it, I think it'd be amazing. If I wrote it and we come up with his set, I think it'd be amazing and he'll do great. But if he did it by himself, I think it'd still be funny. He has a certain charisma about himself, and he's a confidence that even when you wouldn't be able to tell that he don't know what he's doing or he never done it before. So I think he actually would be good. But then I also believe after that second minute, he'll start sweating. He'll realize, like, yo, this is way harder than it looks. It's like, yeah, bro, you've been writing all that material and it went by in 2 minutes. Now you got 10 more minutes of stuff to talk about what?
I would be there for like just a 10-minute like triple double like thing where he just makes fun of people that hate on the triple double. I would be there for that.
Yeah, but that only lasts for I'm telling you on stage that 2 minutes that's a long time. He'll burn through so much material. He'll be talking so fast. Blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, he'd be like,
"Oh, I'm out.
Come get the mic from me, Juice. Come on, come finish it out." And I gotta come say today. Come say today, like that episode of Will Smith. Come say today.
All right, so on this portion, I was going to do probably the thing that always happens when a topic about Russell Westbrook comes up, his wardrobe.
Okay.
Now, I'll preface this by saying, if I looked like him, I would probably wear a lot of the same things that he's doing. Sadly, I'm not in the shape of an all-star MVP basketball player, so I have to stick to the tie, button-up, and just the usual garb. So I just wanted to go through a few of his outfit choices, and I just basically wanted you to just be comedian Juice and have at it. What are your opinions on this? The overall look.
The overall look, low socks, not showing his socks. Put some lotion on his ankles. That's good. Elbows look like he lotioned up. Nice shirt, look like a small. That'll be going in my closet probably into the season. So I like that. That shirt will be coming to me. I'll be wearing that next year.
Didn't OBJ hate on his ankles on one of his more recent Instagram posts?
Yeah, I think I saw that. Like I didn't know people was out here hating on ankles now, but I mean whatever works. whatever works. I guess some people have better ankles than others.
Yeah, don't want to be Ashy Larry.
Lotion on them.
Now the scarecrow look, which is what Charles Barkley deemed it. This was during I think it was Game 1 of the 2016 Western Conference Finals against the Spurs.
Wise Lee, the security guard, so close to him in the picture. That's what stands out to me about the picture first. Like the jeans. This is my thing. I love a lot of things Russ dresses. Some things, we all have our different opinion with. I don't so much love the shirt. I don't love the shirt. I like the shoes, pants, okay. I don't know about the shirt. Shirt just not doing it for me.
Fashion it's not necessarily, like, from what I've been able to gather, it's not necessarily like the thing that you're wearing is the idea. It's just it's
the swag. I mean, I can't pull that off. So this is if anybody could pull this off, unfortunately it is Russell. I don't think no one else could pull off this shirt. That's my opinion.
I'll probably have to agree with that. This, we'll just call it a denim jacket with a long tank top, white pants, white shoes.
No comment. No comment.
Yeah, and then the famous one from I think this was like a Kids' Choice Awards.
This is way back. This is a couple of years back.
Or actually, I think this was in Paris. I think this is for a fashion show.
You can tell by his hair though. He got this is a couple of years ago though. This is.
Yep.
No comment.
Yeah.
We no comment. I'm gonna give him a break.
Again, who am I to hate on him with like a physique like that?
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna give him a break. But at the show, send me that picture. Give me that picture. At the show, I don't know. I may have some things to say about it. But for right now, I'm gonna keep my 2 cents to myself for right now.
Now, for fear of being absolutely destroyed by Russell Westbrook in scrums, in case he were to see this,
right.
because I kind of set you up with, hey, let's kind of hate on some of the outfit choices he's made. I'll make it even.
Okay.
So, if you guys aren't aware, we've been pumping it on Twitter. Madison Morris and I, our podcast trailer that we filmed about a month or so ago for the OKC 82 podcast. If you haven't subscribed to it, please do. But we had fun with it, and of course. Madison pretty much destroyed any good reputations I've been able to build in my career so far by basically cutting out the clip of me missing 12 shots in a row. Now I played basketball in high school, and obviously I didn't do anything else with it afterwards because I'm in this chair. But I'm not as bad as I showed. But I mean, hey, the film don't lie, so I'm just gonna let you have at it, and hopefully the video won't buffer. But
I mean, you shot 0%, so I mean, I don't know how it don't get no worse than shooting 0%. And he's shooting mid-range shots too. He's not even shooting like threes. He's literally shooting like this is not even a regulation court. This is a pee-wee court, and he's shooting mid-range 10 feet. You know it's bad when you miss a shot and it goes to the grass. Like that tells you something. Like you're not even close to the rim. He literally just shot a shot. One went to the grass on the right side, one went to the grass on the left. Like that, it's to be a middle ground of maybe let me just take a little off. It was really bad. This is not okay.
Yeah,
Did you have a button-down shirt? Was that a collar shirt in the?
it was a polo and jeans.
So that's when you were wrong, first of all, and then. And I think he had flip-flops on too when he shot this. Did you have flip-flops?
No, I had running shoes. Like I was not prepared for basketball, obviously.
Yeah. Did you have socks on?
Yes, I did.
We're gonna say he didn't have socks, and he had flip-flops on. He just so happened he put cocoa butters on his feet before he came out here and shot, and his feet was sweaty, and that's why. See, now you got some excuses. I'm helping you out a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna say this happened on a Saturday.
Yeah, let the record show that the idea, like if you've seen the video, I purposely miss a shot. The idea was to, like, how can I purposely miss a shot but make it look like I was going to make it or trying to make it? And then it just got to a point where I was like, screw this. I want to try and make a shot, and then it just became a comedic just trail of errors.
I like you. I think you're a great guy. I can't lie. Like he tried to make these shots. I just watched it. Can we watch it again?
Yeah. Hit it.
And he definitely. He's trying like that. You are trying to make these shots. You're just not making them. It's just not going for him. Hey, you need to work on your footwork a little bit. Your feet too close to each other. You need to leave your follow through up. Okay. So yeah, that's the run is getting me too. Like why are you doing high knees chasing the ball like that? Did you? Oh yeah, that's enough for me here. If you haven't watched this video, please go to Twitter, go to wherever this is at and check it out. Look at his knees. Like he's doing high knees as he's chasing the ball in the grass. A car drove by and stopped. I just saw a car stop and look at him. Oh, look at the car. It stopped. Is he parked? Oh.
Yeah. It's probably safe to say that my basketball career is washed.
You definitely didn't play. I hope you wasn't shooting guard. I hope you was the hustle guy. Defense.
All hustle.
Hustle.
Things that don't show up in the box score.
You know? If you get an open look, you better be wide open and take it. We better be up. I was that guy too to a certain extent. I could make a layup, and I could make an open jump shot. Clearly, I can help you out a little bit.
All the white guy stereotypes.
You set good picks though. From the way you was doing that with high knees, you could set good picks. So that's good.
Well, Juice, thank you for destroying me even further. I appreciate that, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to come sit down with me. I really appreciate it. Sure. Any thoughts on the big comedy show coming up Friday night at the Tower Theater?
I'm excited. Like I said, we already just tickets are just about sold out. I purposely held out some tickets for the last week to give people a chance to buy a few. I'm just really excited going to the third year of the show. I mean, the first year my main focus was on just making the show happen, and then the second year I was worried about having a great attendance with the show. So with those two things, for sure being something that we knew was going to happen this year, I was able to focus on the actual show and the craft of the show itself, top to bottom. So I'm just really excited that everybody get the show, and people that came last year get to see how different it is, and people who've never been get to see that experience of the show and see it's worth the hype. It's worth the hype for sure.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to it. But Juice, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Good to meet you.
Likewise.
Yes, sir. Everybody stick with us at 107.7 The Franchise, thefranchiseok.com, and don't come to me for any on-the-court basketball tips. Just follow what I write about it. I'm better at writing than I am playing, obviously.
For sure.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for checking us out, and we'll see you later.